should be like you, Mel.
Ultimate on-demand destination for the UK's best fan-led football podcasts.
Want authentic supporter insight on all things Bournemouth? Follow Up the Cherries in all departments on the TalkSport Fan Network.
Club-dedicated content created by the fans, for the fans.
Search TalkSport Fan Network.
Good morning. Welcome back to Cherry AM. As you can see, I'm joined by Paul from Oz, and in which case it's tea time there. It's 5 o'clock in Oz. So good evening, Paul. How are you doing?
Yeah, good, Matt. It certainly is, mate. It's 5 p.m. and today is 8 degrees and rain, not 7 degrees. So we're nothing's changed much down this way, mate. You've got all the weather again, I think, so which is great.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful out
Is
here.
it?
Of my window, yeah, looking out of my window, I can't see a single sky in the cloud. Sky in the
Wow.
clouds, cloud in the
Yeah.
sky.
Sure.
I should be saying. Yeah, no, it's beautiful here. So yeah, long may it continue. It's about time we've had a really decent summer, isn't it? So
Oh,
but
yeah, you deserve it.
yeah, no,
You deserve
definitely.
it. Matt, just before we start,
Yeah,
can I just say a quick hello to people I met yesterday, my lovely work colleagues from
absolutely.
way back, and it's for a residential care program. They deal with troubled youth or whatever, and these people are lovely people. They devote part of their life to helping people, and they're very sweet. And I just said I'd say hello, so I'm just saying hello to people of that lot that I met yesterday. Great people. Thank you, Matt.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Always happy for you to have a shout out, Paul's no issue at all. So yeah, no,
Thank you.
wonderful. We've got a couple of topics we're going to touch on today. We've got we're going to get Paul's opinions on and views on the summer series so far. We'll touch on the West Ham game as well. That's coming up this weekend. But with that, we are going to jump into the chat. That's quite a few comments in there already. So, oh god, scroll all the way back up. And yeah, let's jump on with the first one, and that's Darren Hurst. Morning, afternoon, evening to all. Hello, Darren. Thank you for joining both Paul and myself. And I will get back to you that email. I haven't forgotten. Just been a little bit busy the last couple of days, but I will get back to you. Daniel, morning, everyone. Morning to you, Daniel. Thank you for joining. Tommy, morning to you as well. Darren there, having a chat back with Daniel by the looks of it. Morning, Daniel. What part of the world are you joining us from? I'm sure we'll find that out in a second further on down. Chris Hubble, as always, how are you doing? Morning to you as well. And also another well-known name every morning, Liam Humby. How are you doing, Liam? Great to see both you and Chris again in the chat as always. Hello to you, Dan. Yeah, and yourself as well. It's great to see you again. Morning to you. And yeah, Bournemouth. So Daniel is local. So yeah, Bournemouth there in response to Darren. And then Darren sending his morning wishes to Tommy, Chris and Liam. And Chris responding back to Liam there. It's a lovely little community, this. VAR check. Yeah, what time is it?
Oh.
Yeah, a little bit late today. I was a couple of minutes late. That was all my fault today. Paul is always very early and ready to go. He's always in the room before I am. So, so Daniel is local to the Bournemouth area. Chris, morning, Darren. So just going through some of the mornings here. How you doing, Liam? It's a lovely little community. Nick, good morning, everyone. Looking forward to a nice weekend in sunny Bournemouth. Yeah, if it's going to stay like this, I'm actually off to Goodwood tomorrow. So yeah, would be nice if it is like this tomorrow. No rain. Dan, Bournemouth versus West Ham is a must-win if we want a trophy. Yeah, that is. We're going to touch on the West Ham game slightly later on in the show. To be fair, I think there's got to be something like a 5-goal swing or something for us to win it. So I don't think we're going to win it. Sean was saying yesterday on Cherry AM, I think he worked it out as maybe like a 5-goal swing. So can't see it myself, but it would be nice. But we'll just touch further on that shortly. Good, thank you, Liam. Matt and Paul. Darren, thank you again for joining us. Sunny Bournemouth, better than thundery and heavy rain. Bournemouth, yeah, yesterday was very heavy showers. I'm gonna stick. Blimey, that's not good for live TV, is it? Better out than in. Yesterday was very thundery and sort of mid-afternoon, mid-late afternoon. Yeah, heavy showers and thundery, but not looking like that today. I see Zaba is wanted by PSG again. Yeah, I think that's the case. I don't think that one's ever going to go away until there's some kind of ending to it. I think that's going to be in the papers until and news every day until something materialises from it, and hopefully it's a case that he stays.
Matt? Yeah, just on that subject that Dan brought up there, when you saw the game against Man United, he did seem very pedestrian. I wouldn't say he didn't look interested, but he didn't look himself, did he, at the back there?
No, and that's a very good point. I mean, I do remember one good challenge he did do, which I thought was fantastic. But other than that, Sean made the same point yesterday as to what you've made there, and in some respects he did.
He didn't look as he does. He was like jogging when he should have been sprinting. And it may have been that weather, because the weather was atrocious in that game.
Yeah, the weather wasn't great there, and also, I sometimes I like to look at a lot of things from the professional's point of view, and if you've got that kind of speculation around you as well, it must affect you as well.
Yeah,
and obviously, it must be a very difficult thing knowing that the European champions are in for you.
Yeah. And you know what, Matt? That would be a massive pay rise for him.
And there's career perspectives of it.
I mean, it's so difficult for those people, isn't it? Because I think, is he 25? And I think
he's younger than that. He's younger than that. I think he's only about maybe 22, 23, maybe.
Is that right? Yeah, that's going to be huge money if he goes. Again, it's agents poking their nose in, isn't it? But
I mean, you can see why he's attracted the attention, and he's even been described by one of his fellow international colleagues as being probably the best defender in the history of their national side. So when you get compared like that, it's he is going to attract attention.
And let's be honest, Matt. The worst thing he could do was to have picked up a really bad injury in that game, and then that's the end of that speculation for a while, isn't it? So maybe that explains. 22. Wow, I thought he was older, Dan. I thought he was older.
Cheers, Dan, for confirming that. So he is obviously still young, still got a lot of years ahead of him. He's not in his prime yet. it's from a selfish point of view, we all want him to stay, don't we? But when you look at it from his perspective, and for his career, what's it going to do for his career? And it's just going to be, playing on that Champions League stage week in, week out. And I know the French people say about the French league not being great. Obviously, our Premier League is superior to any other league, but sometimes it's that pull of European football, isn't it, on a regular basis?
And you know what, Matt? I think he'd go straight into PSG's team.
He does.
And I think they'll tell him that. They'll say, look, if you come over, this is what we're offering, and you're straight in. There's no reason he shouldn't be. He's capable of doing it.
Yeah,
European
no, totally agree. And I said the same thing about Dean Housen. I said, when he went, I said he'd go straight into that team for me.
Yeah, and he did.
He did.
Yeah.
So we've been very, very spoilt to have been able to watch, two, and I still say, world class centre backs.
Yeah,
and I believe Zabs is. He is world class. And I think when he first signed for Bournemouth, I think Man City were monitoring him as well, and was said to going to continue monitoring his progress. So, he's had a lot of attention from big clubs for, quite some time. But what a great player, and fingers crossed, guys. We can keep.
You know what, Matt? You look at that back line, and you look at if Zabba goes, we've already lost Dino, as you said, Houston, and Kirkes is gone. Now it's all right. Those players are top quality players, as you say, world class players. You might replace them with other players, but there's never going to be any guarantee you're going to get someone of that quality.
No, that's true. That's true.
You might get one or two, but you'd be very unlikely to get three of that quality. And this is. I don't want to be negative, but it's a big thing, isn't it? Losing your defence, and of course Kepa went as well, so we're left with Smithy and Senesi.
Yeah, and I see it from the last few seasons, and like I've said before, the recruitment's been excellent. So we've got to trust in the recruitment, and not only that. So you've watched the summer series, which we're going to touch on. I thought James Hill was excellent against Everton.
Oh, very much.
So
very much.
Yeah, but we will need to add. We've still got quality there, but we will definitely need to add as well.
I think the transfer window closes 1st of September.
I believe that's correct. Yeah.
So we got 4 weeks, 3 days.
Yeah, and sometimes we like to leave the business late, don't we?
This show, mate, in that last week, this show is going to be busy.
Yeah, it will be.
Coming and going, it will be.
I'm sure it will be. It will be. Yes, that's why I'm glad I've only got the Friday slot. So let the others do the other days. But fingers crossed, guys. We get to keep him. Morning, Ethan. Hope you're well. Thank you for joining us. Tommy has said no need for summer trophy. FA Cup win next season. Yeah, that would be a dream, wouldn't it? That would be a dream. That would be. Yeah, Paul. For someone like yourself that's watched Bournemouth for years and years and years, and you can remember the old cup runs and things like that, that would be an absolute dream, wouldn't it?
Well, it's something that we haven't done since 1957, isn't it? With Spurs, Wolves and Man United. I think it was Man United back then. When my dad used to go, they got to the 6th round. We don't get there very often, do we?
Well, we got there last season, didn't we?
But not often.
The third time, I think, in our history.
Yeah.
I think the time before was during COVID, I think, when we played Southampton. So, we don't get there very often, do we?
No.
But, it would be great to, get past that and get to a cup final, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Very much.
Would be excellent. Has to be massive for his personal brand. Yeah, I think your point is referencing to what we were talking about with Zabani, sorry. I think it's also that as well as personal brand. It would be massive to move to that kind of club, definitely.
I think he's changed his hairstyle as well, Matt, hasn't he? He's got a bit of a
he's got
Ponytail Zabba.
longer hair going on at the minute. He's got hair band in and that. Yeah, definitely. Paul, good morning, everyone. I think Zab will definitely leave as early as next week. Yeah, it's it's that wouldn't surprise us, would it? I mean, hopefully you're wrong, Paul. Hopefully you're wrong, but it's going to be a shame because, like I say, he's absolutely class. But totally agree with Ethan's comment here. Trust in Frano. Got to trust in the recruitment. Definitely, they've done an excellent job over the last few years, and I'm sure they've got many targets to bring in.
Oh yeah.
And they will bring in the right players to fit the squad. So yeah, completely agree with that comment. Bournemouth will beat West Ham and win the trophy by 5 goals or more. Let's hope. Let's hope. That would be nice. It would be nice. Zabs looked distracted and heading on other things. Yes, Darren. Yeah, like Paul was just touching on there. Yeah, definitely. I think that is the case, and it's it's difficult, isn't it? It's difficult as a player. Got to go out there, play, and be distracted. So with all the transfer talk, it is.
And as I said earlier, go out there and be distracted, but he doesn't want to get injured. He doesn't want somebody to come in on the side of him and snap a ligament or do his knee in, and because that'll just scuttle everything for him. And I think that if I was in his shoes or in his boots, I'd be thinking along those lines. I'd be thinking, wow, this is not worth it, if I've got this interest. So, I mean, Andoni's no fool. He knows the game. He knows exactly where Zabba's head's at. So he knows what's going on. But we'll be the last to know, mate, as normal.
As always.
Oh, yeah. True. Yeah.
I think we are looking at a defender, midfielder, and a forward. I think we need 2 defenders. And I think Andoni's been quoted in the Echo as saying that they needed that their main priority was a defender. So there's definitely going to be some incomings, and we'll see what happens. Spirit of LFC fans, great to see you back again. Big up Cherry AM. Smash the likes and subscribe. It's going to be a tough game. Liverpool versus Bournemouth, first game of the season. Definitely. Definitely going to be a tough game.
It's going to be hard for Liverpool, Matt.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for Liverpool to face the mighty Cherries. But it's going to be a tough game for both sides. And I think really when you look at it, I think we're all. It's 2 weeks today. We're all just wanting it to kick off now, aren't we? I think we're loving the sort of pre-season games in between and all that. But I think now we just want to get down to the business, don't we?
And actually, you may have made an interesting point there inadvertently, Matt, because I don't know when the French season starts. Whether it starts on the same date or what. Perhaps Darren might be to tell us. I mean, they might be looking to get him in as soon as possible if they're going to sign him for 70 million. They'll want him to get there as soon as possible, like Darren said. So I don't know when their season starts. I haven't got a clue, but I don't actually know. But like you were about to say there. Sorry if I cut you off. If anyone in the chat knows, do pop it in. I'm sure it's very, very soon though. I know the Scottish season starts this weekend, doesn't it? Yeah.
Is it the charity? Well, not the charity shield. Is it Community Shield these days? Is that this weekend?
I think that is next either Saturday or Sunday, like 8 or 9 days time. I think. Yeah.
Oh, it's 2 weeks. I keep thinking the season starting next week. No, so the Charity Shield and Community Shield, that'd be next week. Yeah, that'd be next weekend. Yeah, so I've got all my weeks muddled up.
And is that Liverpool and who won the cup? I can't remember.
It'd be Liverpool and Crystal Palace. Yeah, it'd be Liverpool and Crystal Palace.
Oh, yeah.
Liverpool need 2 centre-backs, a winger and a number 9. Okay.
Have we got any left to sell them? They could have Evan Nielsen. He could have two centre backs. We've got Senesi and he could bid for Zaba.
Yeah,
And
we definitely wouldn't have any squad left then, Paul.
we won't have anybody left, will we? So.
Yes. So good morning, Malcolm.
Hi, Mal.
Hope you're well. Paul said, hope the check's in the post.
Malcolm, it's about time, mate. I've been waiting.
But yeah, I'll see you very soon, Malcolm. Looking forward to it. Myself and Malcolm are going for a little breakfast this morning and have a catch up. So yeah, it'd be nice to see you, Malcolm. So yeah, looking forward to it. Nick Gillins, definitely need more centre mid and attacking options. Interesting point there. Yeah, but who would you bring in, Nick? What if there was any players that you'd like to add to the squad? Who would you bring in? That'd be good to hear from you. See what opinions you've got there on who you'd actually bring into the side. That'd be great to hear. Yeah, so Malcolm's just saying hello to everyone in the chat there. Tommy, we are fighting with Inter for the winter. Very funny sentence to say. We are fighting with Inter for the winter. Yeah. Yeah, I've actually not seen that. So I'll have to have a look that up. But yeah, if you know any more on that, Tommy, do pop it into the chat. Daniel, PSG's first match is on the 17th of August, so that's 2 days after we kick off against Liverpool. Tommy, weird signing, young height, potential players older than our previous centre backs, but that just shows how spoiled we've been. Yeah, absolutely true. Absolutely true. And Paul, and Darren, by the way, like the shirt, Paul. So,
this one.
Yeah,
I can't say that bit, can I? There you are. That's
Yeah.
It's the third. Was it the third strip? I think. And I always remember Phil Bill wearing this one, but I think it was a few years back, a few seasons back. But yeah, I've always liked the black one, but the we won't go there. But the blue one is fabulous. Fabulous, mate.
Yeah.
I remember Ted. I remember seeing a photo of Ted McDougall wearing it with Phil Boyer in the 70s. Brilliant shirt. I love it.
Yeah. No, it's
Have you got yours, mate?
No, I haven't got mine. I haven't got mine yet. But then, to be fair, Paul, not gonna lie, it's not like I'm short of a Bournemouth shirt or two.
No,
so,
no.
But yeah,
I've heard they've sold out, Matt. So you've had it, mate. You've got to wait till Boxing Day to get yours. So
yeah. Well, actually, it's funny you should say that because I probably will have to wait till Boxing Day because that is my birthday anyway. And
is it? On Boxing Day.
And it'll be my 40th this year. So I've been told certain things I can and can't buy because I think people want to buy me stuff. So
wow.
So I might have to wait a little bit for it, but I'll get it eventually. And it is a lovely shirt. Just while you've touched on it, we myself and Craig did do a reaction show to it, and I scored it a 7.5 during the reaction show. But then when I watched the Man United game the other night or the other morning, yesterday morning, or whenever it was, I thought the kit was even better.
Looks good.
So yeah, I've upped my score to an 8. So
I like it. I like it.
Paul, yes, we are looking at De Winter, 30 million, but Spurs are looking at him as well. Okay. Well, guys in the chat, if anybody knows any more on this player, then do pop it in the comments, and we'll obviously touch on it. Darren, third away. I have the same.
Well done, Darren. Good choice, mate.
Good choice. My birthday is on the day of the Liverpool match. Okay, yep. So let's hope they can get a win for you, Daniel, on your birthday. Nick Gillins, I don't know. I don't really follow who's about or available, to be honest. I just wait and see. Yeah, to be fair, Nick, that's the easiest way of doing it than speculating and everything. But yeah, no. No, fair point, mate. Fair point. Okay, well, just quickly before myself and Paul touch on some bits with the summer series, I've just got a question for everybody that's in the chat currently. So just pop your comments into the chat. We will discuss it at some point. But question for you guys in the chat is, who is your all-time favourite AFC Bournemouth player? just a spontaneous question that I came up with this morning. I thought just be interesting to hear from some of you guys in the chat. Who is your all-time favourite AFC Bournemouth player? Yeah, chuck it in the chat, guys. It'd be interesting to hear
Good
from
one,
you.
Matt. Good one. Yeah.
But let's touch on your thoughts, Paul, for the Everton and the Manchester United games at the Premier League Summer Series this season. Obviously, you know, I've said bits and stuff about the two games, so I'll keep quiet on this one.
Okay.
You know, all I'll say is that, you know, it's two very different games. Everton game was excellent. The Manchester United game, not so. But Paul, over to you.
Yeah, I think the weather's played a part, hasn't it, in both games, really. It was exceptionally hot in the Bournemouth-Everton match, and then extreme weather in the Man United game. So it's crazy weather with it all. But I'll make it brief because we have spoken about this before. But, you know, where do you start? 3 great goals from Phil, Bill, Dango and Adjer. I can never pronounce his name, Adjer whatever it is, but the guy that came on, Adjer or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
But one thing I did come up with, which I thought was, I'm pretty sure Phil Bill's going to wonder goal is going to be goal of the tournament. I can't see another goal beating that. If they have a goal of the tournament, he's got to win that. But
yeah,
brilliant goal.
I haven't seen anything.
Whether they do that stuff, and nobody seems to know what the prize money is. I haven't got a clue on it either. But as somebody said there, I can't see anybody else but Man United, unfortunately, winning that trophy. It's too much of a turnaround on there. So really, I don't think there's a lot more to say about the Everton game, but I've got some stuff to say about the Man United game, which, you know, as I touched on with the weather, a couple of interesting things. Injury time. I didn't know if you noticed that because it was a bad time for you guys, but injury time, they played 1 minute injury time in the first half. And the second half, there was no injury time at all. I didn't know if you picked that up. Not a minute of injury time. And I think it's they wanted to get him off the field, I think.
Yeah, and I think also they don't tend to, do they not really, they're not so specific with it, are they, during kind of friendly games?
I'm sure. I mean, Man United, they brought on 9 players at one point, didn't they? Remember they brought 9 players on. So there has to have been injury time, but they didn't play it. The commentator over here said that he felt that the officials just wanted to get him off the pitch in case it deteriorated again, because it was, you see the crowd, they just disappeared somewhere. I don't know where they went, all the people with the Macs on. But and you know, Matt, another thing I noticed, I'm sure that what Andoni did with the defence was, and they did struggle in that game. They lost it in the first half, that game. But I think he was experimenting with the defence, because when you look at the team that started, we had Soler at left back, Arejo at right back, Petrovic in goal, and none of those had ever played together before, those 3. And then you go on, we got Zabs, unfortunately, had a pedestrian game. I mean, you don't say that very often about that guy, do you?
No,
you know, he's
absolutely.
Been absolutely brilliant. And Senesi alongside him also had a poor game. And I think that's when we went 3-0 down. I think that's where we lost it. They played those 5 together, and it wasn't good. It wasn't a good look. But this is why we have these games, I think, for experimentation. And I don't think we need to take it too much to heart, because I'm sure it'll sort itself out there. But that was my thoughts on the United game. There were some pluses in both games. Yeah, some pluses in both games. I think Dango has been the star of both games.
Yeah, and I'm sure you've seen Sean on the channel. He'll be very, very happy with you saying that, because he absolutely loves Dango. But yeah, I thought both games, he was the one. I mean, the first half of the Man United game, I thought he was my man of the match, to be fair, man of the half. And against Everton, I thought he was excellent. So totally agree.
And you know what? You think back to both games, David Brooks, when he's been on the field, has been fabulous.
Yes,
I mean, he skipped down in that United game, didn't he? He went down the line, got the ball across, and they scored their own goal. But he was good in the other game too. I think he's excelled Brooksy. I love it. But and the other thing that was interesting in that United game was that Andoni made Phil Bill captain. Now, what does that tell you? They've made him captain. That means he's got the nod, I think, from Andoni to say, look, I've got confidence in you, mate. You're going to be captain for the day. And I think he's masking it by saying, I want to keep you. I want you in my squad. That's just my opinion. But you don't make a player captain for no reason, do you? But
no, that's a good point, and that brings me on to something very, very quickly before we carry on, Paul. 9 a.m. this morning, the first cherry picking of the season is released, and in that show we do discuss a little bit about Phil Bill. So, do tune into that. We ask ourselves whether Bournemouth can be contenders again for a European spot next season. That'll be live on the channel at 9 a.m. this morning, so straight after Cherry AM. Sorry, Paul, back to you.
No, mate, look, I'll be tuning in for that one. And I think it's great. The people that we have in the comments are fantastic. As I said to you before, guys, it's great to see this lovely support from Matt and Craig and the team. Much appreciated. They put a lot of work in, and it keeps you up to date every day with what's going on at AFC Bournemouth. And I think it's a great thing to do for the fans. And thanks for your support, lads and whoever, and ladies. Just with a couple of things as well with both those games. A couple of things that have come to my mind is we haven't heard what's going on with Ryan Christie, and the other culprit in the thing is what's going on with Sinistera. I know he's in America, but is he injured again? I mean, nobody seems to know. If anybody in the chat has any idea on those two players, what's going on and where they're at, would be great to share it with us, because I haven't heard anything from them. And give Cine his due. When he comes on, he can turn a game. He's a good player when he's fit. He's a good player, a good addition to our squad. I like Sinistera, and obviously Christie is vital. And I haven't heard anything about either of them, which is a bit of a worry. And again, we haven't seen Craig Poulsen, another player.
Yeah, I think with the way it's worked, Paul, I don't know if you look back at the two games, but the first game we had half of Petrovic and then half of Neto.
Yeah.
Then I think we had 60, 75 minutes, didn't we, with Petrovic against United. Then Will Dennis come on, which was great to see. So I'm hoping to see a pattern here, and we'll see Petrovic maybe first half against West Ham, and then Poulsen maybe second half. Or you never know, he might surprise us and start Poulsen and bring Petrovic on, or but I think that might be the pattern there, Paul. I don't know. I don't know as fact, but just looking at the previous two games, hopefully we'll see him against West Ham, because I'm the same as you. I really want to see him play.
I think there's a lot of people I've spoken to said they're looking forward to seeing him, and it'd be great to see him. I don't know. Talking about goalkeepers, and poor Mark Travers. Did you see the blunder he did, the boo-boo he did against West Ham? Anybody see that game in the highlights where he come out for the cross?
I'll be absolutely honest with you, Paul. I haven't seen that, and I didn't even realise he played. So please let us know. Share.
He played in the Everton West Ham game. West Ham won 2-1, and what happened was the ball went down the left wing, and they put the cross in. It went over the heads of the defenders, and out comes Mark Travers trying to punch. And he mistimed his punch, and he punched it, but it went up in the air, come down and hit him on the head, and then bounced straight to their centre forward, who more or less side-footed it into an empty net. He did it. I felt for him. He's trying to impress David Moyes, and he did that error, and it was a massive error. He didn't know where to put himself. So if you haven't seen that, guys, just take a look at the 5-minute highlights in that West Ham Everton game, and you'll see Mark Travers there. I mean, he did a couple of good saves after that. He got his confidence back, but he came for that ball and completely mucked it up early on. And I think that was their first goal, West Ham's first goal, which you don't want to see for him, because he's been a great servant to Bournemouth. But it's a shame to see that. But I think also another thing I think this tournament will grow. This is an opinion. I feel we've got 4 teams this year. If they do it next year, I don't know whether it's always going to be in America or what, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's not another 2 Premier League teams jump in and they play a 6-team competition. Always there for the taking, for Premier League teams, because it's good. It's good that Bournemouth have been circulating in those areas. You know what I mean? They've been playing Man United, playing Everton, they will play West Ham. It's good that they're playing at that level. God bless them in the old days, mate, when we used to go to Dorchester Town and Yeovil, with respect to those teams, and we'd go and win there quite heavily. And this is definitely a step in the right direction for Bournemouth, I feel, with playing these Premier League teams. That's just a few observations. And I know we're going to talk about the, again, great exposure for Bournemouth in America. That's what they want. They want that fan base in America, don't they?
Yeah.
Shirt sales, etc. I bet there's still a lot of the blue ones over there. That's for sure. But yeah, that's my thoughts. And I think somebody said about they were going to move on to the West Ham game. I'm looking at the time zones for those games, and you guys have scored really well. You've got a 7 p.m. kickoff for the West Ham Bournemouth game on the Sunday evening. You've got a 7 p.m. kickoff live, and I've got a 4 a.m. in the morning, Monday morning. So I've got your problem. I used to get up. I used to get up when Bournemouth were in the Championship over here, and I watched them at 2 o'clock in the morning. When we were in the Championship, I had a season ticket I bought. But you couldn't record those games. We weren't allowed to record them. And I found getting up at that time, like you would have found, Matt, is I couldn't go back to sleep afterwards. It was awful. Every time Bournemouth played 2 o'clock in the morning, my experience. But I'm pleased that you've got a 7 p.m. kickoff on Sunday. So good luck to you, mate. I'm going to be getting up about 6. I'll wait for it to finish, then I'll watch it, the replay. So, yeah. Are you doing a talk over for that one, Matt? Or are you not sure? Or?
Yeah, we are. We are going to be doing a watch along for that one. Yeah.
Don't expect me commenting on that one, Matt. I won't be up for that one. But good luck to you. I mean, you got massive views on that on the last one. It was a really good program that you did.
Yeah,
really
no, it was.
good. And I'd encourage people to, if they're watching it, to turn their commentary off and listen to you guys, because I did that and it was really good.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Really
yeah, cheers, Paul. Yeah, no, we thoroughly enjoyed doing that. We really did.
Sure. Well, I will go back. Has anybody nobody seems to know anything about Sinistera then, or Ryan Christie? Do they? Nothing.
Well, Christie is still injured, like Malcolm says here, but I think what we're trying to find out is, like, what's the time scale on it. And the other comment we've got is Cine is probably kicked a ball.
What?
Cine is probably kicked a ball. Laughing out loud. Yeah. Paul. Not too sure what you mean there, but yes. But does that conclude your thoughts on those two games?
Yeah, I think so. I think they've been good, and I think to be honest, I think we'll beat West Ham. But I don't think we're going to beat them by 5 goals or whatever. I can't see that happening, and I think. It's just a process, isn't it, that we go through, and it'd be great to see these players that we haven't seen, like Craig Coulson, etc. Petrovic seems as if he's going to do a good job to me. He seemed very confident in the first game against Everton, and he's made some good saves. You can see he's a keeper, but he's got to get... I mean, he's having different defenders put in front of him every game, isn't he? So it's hard for him to gel, and the calling situation for the keeper and that. So he's having a bit of a grounding there, a bit of a baptism of fire with the different people in front of him all the time. And again, we'll probably see Chris Mepham perhaps turn out against West Ham. He hasn't had much of it. He's had 10 minutes, hasn't he, or something? He hasn't had much, has he?
He's not had much game time. No. But in terms of the series, we know. The chances of us winning it now is a lot slimmer after the United game. Yeah. The West Ham game, we are hoping to sort of, bow out on a win, aren't we? I think we could beat West Ham. I think we can, to be fair. I know they beat Everton the other night, but
I think Bowen. Bowen looks good. He looks on for them, doesn't he?
Yeah, he always looks good. He does. He's a quality player, but I think we should get past them in this, and it should be hopefully a successful end to the series for Bournemouth. But like you're saying, just said Paul, it's all about building the reputation of the club out there, giving the American fans the chance to see Bournemouth play in a live match situation, and obviously shirt sales, things like that. So I think all in all, okay, we've come away probably not winning the tournament, but it's been a success for the club out there.
Definitely, and that's why they did it, isn't it? I think that's one of the reasons they did it. With obviously with Bill's connections over there as well, it's pretty smooth ride for him. He knows what's going on over there with his team, and I think we've got talking about friendly games after the West Ham one. I'll touch on it very briefly. I think we've got Real Sociedad at Dean Court on the 9th. I think it's Saturday the 9th, which is that's a week tomorrow.
Tomorrow, Real Sociedad, yeah.
Yeah, are you going to that, Matt? Or?
Yeah, I'll be going to that. Yeah, there's the B game in the morning, which is behind closed doors, and then the first team game in the evening. I think it's 5 or 5:30 kickoff. I can't remember, but tea time kickoff. So I'll be going to that. It's going to be interesting to.
Is there still tickets available for people for that game to buy? Do you know, or?
I'd imagine so. I imagine so. When I was last on the website, they were still saying that there was tickets available. So but I would have to check the website quickly.
Yeah, because I actually got offered one over here on hospitality, but obviously I can't because I won't be in England. But I think for anybody that wants to have a look, I think they should go along and have a look.
Yeah, it's the first thing that comes up on the website. AFC Bournemouth versus Real Sociedad. Attend the game and earn a Cherries home point. So it's must still be tickets available. Yeah.
If I was there, I'd go to that.
Yeah. I mean, that one. Hopefully, we may see more possibly of a idea of maybe what the starting lineup will be, possibly. But I know as soon as we get to that game, we're counting down the days into the start of the season, aren't we? Which is going to be excellent. But comment here quickly from Tommy. Not really too concerned with the result against the Hammers. Yeah, totally agree. Just want to see our spark back that was missing versus United. A Krupri or Kluivert shown would be extra. Now Krupri is the one that I'm really excited to see. Kluivert, one of my favourite players. I just absolutely love Kluivert. I want to see him back, get some game time under his belt, so hopefully he can be in contention for the Liverpool game. So, but apparently they both got slight knocks, haven't they? That's why they've not been involved in the last two. So,
you know what, Matt? What Tommy's saying is right as well. We shouldn't be concerned. We've seen one excellent performance, and we've seen another performance, and I think it was a different team. I mean, there were different teams. I feel we fielded a weaker team against Man United than we did against Everton. That's my opinion. And as I say, we lost that game in the first half. I know I'm backtracking, but we lost that game in the first half, going 3-0 down. You're not going to come back from that, even though Semenyo scored. It did look offside, that goal.
Yeah,
it did. And Phil Bill put him through a beaut, didn't he?
Beautiful there from Phil Bill. But I think looking at it again, I think he was slightly offside. But beautiful ball from Billin. But but just before, because we're going to wrap up very shortly now, guys. It's been a great show. It's been great to have Paul with me as always on a Friday. But we are going to just quickly wrap up. So thank you, Paul, for your input there with the summer series. It was excellent to hear your views and opinions. But listen, no worries. It's been great to hear that. But the question we put into the chat was about your favourite all-time player. And let's just run through a couple of them now. So for Daniel, it's Charlie Daniels. Yeah, excellent left back. Fantastic player. For Paul, it's got to be Ted or Bishop. Obviously, Ted McDougall from your era, Paul. Bishop, Ian Bishop. I remember my dad talking about Ian Bishop, and
Yeah.
The only season he played for Bournemouth, he was absolutely class. Probably one
Well,
of the best midfielders
you
some
know,
fans say they've ever seen in a Bournemouth shirt. So
yeah,
yeah,
Matt.
two great names.
Sorry, do want to interrupt you, Matt. I totally agree. I was lucky enough. It must have been 88, 89, 89, 90, somewhere around that time. I was actually in England and I saw him play. And what you were saying is he was class. He was a great player. Ian
Yeah,
Bishop was brilliant. Yeah.
brilliant player.
You know what? Over here, often they show Charlie Daniels' goal against City. No keeper in the world would ever stop that goal.
Yeah,
That's
and
what he's famous for.
I don't think you could ever hit a ball like that again if
Oh,
you tried either, to be honest. Chris Hubble, my favourite AFCB player is Pugh.
yeah.
Good pick. Yeah, I love Mark Pugh, and I've had the pleasure of working with Pewey, doing training and his foodie footballer stuff. So yeah, and as a person, he's such a wonderful guy. He really is, and a great.
I always remember that West Ham game with him at London
Yeah,
Road when he turned everybody left and right and hit it in the far corner or something.
yeah.
There, great goal.
Excellent player. Love Pewey. Slanke is my favourite for sure, but no one has excited me quite like Dino did. So yeah, totally agree. Excellent comment there, Tommy. Darren, best all-time players, either Steve Cook from Old, Nick, the entire 2014-15 championship team. Yeah, of course. Darren or George Best. Yeah, we were lucky enough to have Georgie Best in a cherry shirt. Liam Humby, my favourite all-time player, Harry Arter, but there are too many to pick from. Yeah, I've got to say that would be my answer, the end part of your answer there, Liam. Too many to pick from. I couldn't do it on the spot. No Man United added time as they were ahead. Yeah, not needed, not required.
Yeah.
How about Harry Redknapp? Yeah.
Yeah.
We've gone over this comment here. As it is pre-season, it is part of building the squad up for the coming season. Exactly. Thanks, Matt and Paul. Yeah, thank you, Paul, for joining us as always. Matt Ritchie, great name to pull out there, Ethan. Great player. Nick, only saw a few games in the 88-89 season, but Bishop was class.
Very much.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, just before we do wrap up, we're going to wrap up very, very shortly in the next few minutes because Cherry Picking is about to go live on the channel. But we can't go without saying a big happy birthday to you, Paul. It's your birthday today. And there's a comment that we're just going to bring up quickly.
Hey Matt, what the viewers don't realise is I'm actually the same age as you, so
yes.
I'm 39 as well, mate. So.
Yeah, looking good for 39, Paul. But yeah, Vanessa, massive happy birthday, Paul, with love from us all here in England. So yeah, it looks like the happy birthday messages are going to start coming through now from everybody. As you can see there, Paul, we're getting flooded with birthday wishes, which is great. Agree. Far too many from the last 30 years plus. Yeah, in the terms of players, yeah, absolutely. I'm absolutely hungry, Malcolm. So yeah, I shall be looking forward to meeting up with you in about an hour and a half so time. But yeah, excellent to see all these birthday messages coming through for you, Paul. Thank you to everybody for your comments there. But yeah, have a great rest of your day, Paul. I know you've only got the evening. Are you doing anything special or just having a chilled one?
I'm probably going to watch Coronation Street, mate. No, I'm joking. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? You wouldn't want to live. It's worse than Miami, Coronation Street, mate. There's more violence down that street than anywhere I know. But look, what am I going to do? Nothing particularly. But you know what's interesting as well? My grandson George, his 4th birthday is the same day as you. Look, that's like AFC Bournemouth Sydney. That's my mate Nick. That's good. They're a brilliant. Sorry, we want to end the show, but they're a brilliant lot up there. The Bournemouth supporters in Sydney. They watch every game at the local pub up there on the big screen, middle of the night or whenever, and they're great supporters.
Yeah, no, it's
Hi,
great.
Nick.
Yeah, it's great to see AFC Bournemouth Sydney in the chat, and Nick, he's got his own channel as well. He does some really interesting interviews on there. So guys, if you haven't checked it out, he used to do it with a guy called Matt, but I think he's gone solo now. But yeah, some great guests he's had on there. So yeah, check his channel out for definite. Just one last quick comment there from Craig. Morning everybody. Very happy birthday, Paul.
Thanks,
hope you've had a lovely day. So on that note, on the happy birthday Paul note, we're going to close the show. Do stay tuned to the channel, because within the next sort of 8 minutes or so, the first cherry picking of the season goes live, where a panel of us discuss whether Bournemouth will be contenders again for Europe, and we look at a little bit of the team as well, a bit of a breakdown of that. But just quickly before I go, some other shows to check out on the channel. Recently, we've done the tier list show. There was a panel of us that placed each team into a position of the league. Check it out, see if you agree with us. There's also the Dean Court Social that's going to be coming up. It's our new match preview show with myself and Craig. Slightly different to the way we've done them before. But yeah, it's going to be a new show coming this coming season. And another one we're very excited about is our match reaction show, which Ollie Hudson, obviously everyone in the chat will know Ollie. He will be taking on the match reaction shows with guests. It's called Cherry Slaps. And that will be aired on the first Monday after the Liverpool game, where he'll have some guests join him. I think there's like a phone-in idea as well that's going on. So yeah, Ollie's been working really hard in the background with that. So yeah, some shows there to check out, and some shows there that are coming up on the channel for the new season. But it's been great, guys. So, and as Nick has said here, laters, and from myself and Paul, until the next one, we'll see you then.
See you guys.
TalkSport Fan Network.
The ultimate on-demand destination for the UK's best fan-led football podcasts.
Want authentic supporter insight on all things Bournemouth? Follow Up the Cherries in all departments on the TalkSport Fan Network.
Club-dedicated content created by the fans, for the fans.
Search TalkSport Fan Network.
I should be like you, Mel.